right, welcome back, everybody. Here we go. All right, today we are going to do our second mock draft of the season. So remember to like, share, subscribe if you want to get any more of my content regarding our fantasy football league. So basically today what we're going to do is the same as the last one, except this time I pick keepers. Who I thought everybody's going to keep. I threw in a couple different selections for a couple people just to mix it up, based on just kind of guesses, and then ones who I think people will keep, different than what Ren thought people would keep. I'm going to present the video a little differently. You'll just get everybody's keepers all along at once, and instead of doing kind of like the top 200 ranking that I used in the last one, this time when I show the position that everybody, that I draft for everybody, I'll show you kind of like the tier-based drafting for that position. So you'll see, kind of who's in their tier, and then the next kind of 2 tiers below them or above them, depending on who I pick. I think that's it. That's kind of how I'll do the video. So just a reminder, we are in our pre-draft trading period. So if you are trying to make any trades out there, get them done by Friday, August the 23rd, possibly 23rd. And we get those done. And then our keepers need to be selected by the Sunday night, August 25th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So make sure you get those keeper selections in, and then our draft will be Tuesday, August the 27th at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So that's kind of the housekeeping stuff. Everybody's updated on the website, your schedule's in there, where you draft is in there. You can see last year's results, so you can see where your keepers where your players were drafted last year, so you know what round they'll be kept in. Make sure for your keepers you go into the website and select it on there. Well, Yahoo still doesn't let us do that on the app yet, so we're hoping maybe one day that'll get changed. Who knows? But yeah, I guess with all that being said, I might as well hop right in. You'll see on your screen who I picked for everybody's keepers. So Jen, I decided to go with ETN and DJ Moore. I thought maybe going with a receiver to be kept there might be a little better for her. Dallas is keeping with Nico and Puka. I don't see that changing. I still don't think Rob would keep Bijan being the 3rd pick overall. So I went with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Isaiah Pacheco. Sunil, I kept it with Pitts and Jerome Ford just because I don't know who else, me personally, I would take. Jeremy, I switched up. I thought maybe he could go 2 running backs in his keepers with Breece Hall and James Cook, and then this could give him the 1st, 2nd, and 4th round picks as receivers, or maybe a quarterback or tight end in there if he likes. Myself, I left with Jamar Chase and Tank Dell. Wayne has Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. Tom, CeeDee Lamb, Josh Jacobs. Richard, I left the same with McBride and Stroud. The buddies, Jay and Adam, with Achane and Kyron Williams. Ty, I switched it to Justin Jefferson and Sam Laporta just to kind of see what that does. If he chooses Justin Jefferson over Garrett Wilson. And then Dave, Tariq Hill, and I went with Jalen Hurts over Kamara. Just thinking maybe he wants that top tier kind of quarterback with the running points as well. Again, just to kind of see how it plays out and kind of how that would change the draft board at Dave's pick there at the turn. So, and then as you see also on there, I already had the keepers in the round for the first 2 rounds. So no sense waiting any longer, and let's get going. All right, so with the first pick overall, this one I still think Jen could go Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it's the best pick really. But do you go Bijan? Bijan's younger. If she does really well this year, having Bijan maybe as an end of 1st round keeper could be something she could look at. And then she'd have him for 2 years, kind of in his prime running back years. McCaffrey is getting older. Really tossed on this one, which way I should go, but I think Jen's just going to go Christian McCaffrey. I don't think you'll see her go from there. I don't know, just my thought. Okay. Dallas. Dallas again, he's got the two receivers that he's keeping in Nico and Puka. So most likely gonna go running back. Running backs there's Bijan, Gibbs, Barkley, Henry. Wide receivers like AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, Deebo Samuel. He's already got Collins. Puka's there. Puka's currently a little banged up, but doesn't sound overly serious. But I think Dallas will go Bijan to get that running back in there. I know it's nothing flashy. It's not going, three receivers to start, but I really think he'll go Bijan. If Jefferson was there, maybe I could see him taking Jefferson to go, but within this mock draft I'm doing, he's going to take Bijan. So Rob is up next. Rob has one of each. He has a receiver and a running back in Amon-Ra St. Brown and Isaiah Pacheco. So for receivers here, he's got Gibbs left in kind of the second tier, followed by Barkley, Henry, White in tier 3. For the receivers, there's one tier 3 running back left in AJ Brown, followed by Garrett Wilson and Deebo Samuel. So, and then of course Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. I don't see a quarterback going this early. I just don't. Nothing against any of them. I just don't think that. So I think Rob is going to take the highest receiver remaining and go with AJ Brown. Okay, let me mark him off. Okay, that leaves Sunil. Sunil has the tight end running back with Kyle Pitts and Jerome Ford. So again, I think he'll stick in the receiver pool here. Unless he wants Gibbs, but maybe he'll go Gibbs. Because I don't know about Garrett Wilson. It's a tier 4, but he doesn't have a receiver. I think he's gonna go Garrett Wilson. I think he's gonna take the top. I hope I spell it right. Top receiver left here in the 4th tier. Running back's not bad, and Gibbs is pretty high up there. He has top 2. He might get more. Sorry, I just double checking here. Pitts and Ford. You know what? I'm gonna change that. I think he's gonna go Gibbs. I think he's gonna look at it like I have a running back. He's not a top tier running back. I have a tight end who could be a top tight end with Kirk Cousins. Running backs, well, they're already starting to get a little thin. If you can get some good mid receivers and a whole bunch of them, I think that would satisfy Sunil in terms of drafting there. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. So I'm going to take Gibbs for Sunil. Okay, Jeremy. Who does Jeremy got here? Hall and Cook. So he went 2 running backs off the start. He could look at Kelsey here if he wanted to. Maybe Josh Allen, Mahomes. I don't see Jeremy going at quarterback or tight end. I think taking the 2 running backs, he's got to go receiver, and he is going to take Garrett Wilson. Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right. Oh, my turn here for me. I also went 2 receivers, same as Dallas. So I have Jamar Chase and Tank Dell. Hopefully wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2. My options quarterback are Josh Allen's or Mahomes. I mean, potentially I like Mahomes better than Allen, but I don't like drafting early quarterbacks. Tight end, Kelsey right now, the ADP is around 302. We're kind of around, early 3, late 2, depending on how you want to look at our keeper structure. It just feels so early. So I'm going to go out and take Saquon Barkley. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take Saquon Barkley. Top a tier 3 the running backs, along with Derrick Henry and Rashad White. I had White last year in a different league. He was pretty good. Henry's getting older, so it makes me nervous. And Saquon, I think, maybe got at least one more year in it. So as an early round guy, I'm not going to probably keep him anyway. So hopefully he stays healthy. And I'm going to take Barkley. Okay, the chop blockers. Who did Wayne keep? Wayne kept Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. Again, one of each. He still has those tier 3 running backs and Derrick Henry and Rashad White. Quarterbacks is still Allen Mahomes. Tight end would be Kelsey and Andrews. And receiver, I think he's got a pretty top tier running back in this next round. Pittman's a good middle of the pack running back. Our receiver could be, or a receiver 2 could be a wide receiver 3. I don't think it'll be top 12. So I think Wayne will look at it and go, well, we're already at tier 4 of wide receivers on a good team. Ayuk's looking to get out of here. So why not throw it to Deebo Samuel? So I think Wayne is going to go take Deebo Samuel. Okay, next would normally have been Tom, but he is keeping CeeDee Lamb. So we'll move on to Richard. Richard's the only guy who kept a tight end and a quarterback, leaving him the options to go probably a running back or receiver. I don't think he's taken his DST or kicker yet. So let's see. He's got tier 5 receivers and Adams, Olave, Harrison Jr., and Evans. Running back, we got Derrick Henry and Rashad White at the end of tier 3. With McBride and Stroud. Again, receivers, there's a few there. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks till his next pick. I think you could wait on receiver there if you're Richard. So I'm going to have him take Derrick Henry. Okay, moving along. Jay and Adam, the Evil Buddies, they have kept 2 running backs in HN and Kyron Williams. So most likely best route here is receiver, especially now that Dave and Ty got Jefferson and Hill kept, and then they're right away. Top guy on the board by ranking is kind of like Adams, Olave, Marvin Harrison Jr., Mike Evans in that tier 5. Evans is the only one with a ADP in the 3rd round. So if he likes Evans, he could probably wait to the next round. I don't think he's as high on rookies as, say, Ty could be. See, the thing that I personally don't like about Adams and Olave are their quarterback situations. I don't think they're bad receivers. I just don't know if they're the guys I would want to draft. But that's not up to me. So Jay and Adam, I think they're gonna go old school. They used to have him on the roster, I believe. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm gonna go with Devonta Adams. An old-time keep, I think, for the buddies back in the day. Okay, so next pick would normally have gone to Ty, but I have him keeping Justin Jefferson. I thought maybe he wanted that top-tier receiver. And same with Dave, making sure he got Tariq Hill, maybe a top receiver going into this year, who knows, but at least that secured him a top receiver. So now we're back to Dave. So Dave has Hill and Hurts, so he could look to go either way. He's got a long wait to come back, so he might think a running back is better suited here. Get a running back now, and then just kind of see how the board falls to him next time. I think that's probably the safest route for Dave. So the top running back left in tier 3 is Rachaad White, and then in tier 4 you got Mixon, Kamara, and Walker. I think I'll give him Rachaad White just because he is at the top of that next tier. What's left of that next tier. Again, it's something about the Saints I don't like as much, but doesn't mean everybody else might. So I don't know if he would now draft Kamara in the second round, if he could have kept him. Maybe looking at this, maybe the better move is for him to keep Kamara, and then, kind of get a better running back, and then maybe he could have gone receiver here. Maybe, he could have gone like Olave. Well, he might not have if he had Kamara, or could have gone Harrison Jr. or Evans here, but who knows? We'll see how that one plays out for Dave and how he likes that at the turn. Ty, we're back to Ty. Ty has Jefferson and Laporta. So again, he could go running back or receiver. So running back, so we're now down to Mixon, Kamara, and Walker, left in the tier 4. We got receivers, Olave, Harrison Jr., and Evans. I mean, you could always go quarterback or tight end, but I think given that they don't have, he's only got one pick at this point. I think he's going to go receiver, and as I said in the last video, Ty does like his rookies, so I believe he's going to go Harrison Jr. And take the receiver to start off with 2 receivers, and then have a tight end later, and then kind of see what's left at the 3-4 area there for running backs. I mean, we're getting, that'd be that kind of dead zone, so maybe he switches it up a different way at that point, but I think for him at that point, the best one would be going the receiver. Interesting. I kind of like how it's different from taking Garrett Wilson to Justin Jefferson. Because I think I had him take Harrison in the first, and then he came back. That would have given him a little bit better selection, maybe. Interesting. I like it. All right, we'll see what he likes to do. All right, the Evil Buddies. You got Jay and Adam, had Devontae Adams, and they have Achane and Kyron Williams. I think this is where our first quarterback is going to go. I think the fact that they got 2 running backs, a top-level receiver. If they take a quarterback now, by the time it comes around, there might be a few quarterbacks, tight ends go in between, kind of push some receivers back to them. So I think they are going to start the QB run, and they'll take Josh Allen. Okay. Richard already has his quarterback and tight end, and he took Derrick Henry in the last round. So that gives him the option of Olave, Evans, and then looking tier 6 there, you kind of got Drake London and Jalen Waddle. I like Waddle and London over both Olave and Evans personally. I don't know where Richard stands at this point. I mean, they're all kind of drafted around the same area, so hard to say. I know Richard likes the youth more, so I think that takes out Olave and Evans. Not that I think Olave's old, but he's just older than Waddle or London, so who's he got? McBride, Henry. I think Richard, I'm not going to call it a reach, but I think Richard's going to take Jalen Waddle over the other guys in the tiers. No real reason other than I think he likes him better than the rest of them. Okay, Tom. Who does Tom got again? Tom, I had keep Josh Jacobs and CeeDee Lamb, so Tom didn't get a pick in the first round. So he is a running back and receiver. Again, he's got the options of Olave, Evans, and London Cup. Does he like Mahomes here? Does he like maybe Kelsey here? Since he has kind of a receiver and a running back already. Does he like Mixon, Kamara, or Walker? So he would have a pick in 3 and 4. So maybe he waits and kind of gets kind of those middle running backs with having Jacobs, and then he kind of have like 2 middle running backs. But he could kind of load up here at receiver to have with CeeDee Lamb, because I think any given week, like these guys left could put up a top 10 week, especially if they get rolling as the season goes on. So with Tom's pick, I think he is going to go receiver and go with Chris Olave. Okay. All right. Now who's up? Oh, me. I took Barkley in the last round, and I have kept Jamar Chase and Tank Dell. So realistically, I could go any direction. I only have one guy, 2 picks before mine in the 3rd round of being kept. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'll be about 7 picks coming back. I'd be happy with either of those kind of guys down there and as a running back. I don't know if I want Drake London. I don't know if I want that Kirk Cousins connection. I had London last year, but at least now he's got a better quarterback. Evans, I don't feel like it's time to take him. He feels a little early. I could take Kelsey here. Could be a good spot at a tight end. I would have what I would think could possibly be some top players. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Travis Kelsey. I don't think I ever would have thought I would have taken him here, but that is what I'm going to do. Okay, Jeremy has the 2 running backs in Breece Hall and James Cook, along with drafting Garrett Wilson. Looking at the receivers. So he has Breece Hall being kept in the 3rd round. So he doesn't have a pick next round. So he might want to look at, does he want to go running back? No, probably not. Tight end would be Andrews. Does he like Mahomes? I don't think so. I think he's going to take Drake London. I think he's going to get that next receiver. Instead of waiting until the 4th round to get a receiver, I think he's going to go here and take Drake London. Okay. Sunil, according to mine, has Kyle Pitts, Jerome Ford, and Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Sunil's going to go receiver, and this is quick and easy. I think he is going to go and take Mike Evans. Top receiver left on the board, the end of tier 5. And yeah, that's what I think. Rob has AJ Brown, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Pacheco. St. Brown is a 3rd round keep, so he doesn't have a pick in the next round. So he could go Cooper Kupp. I don't know if he'd draft Devonta Smith with having AJ Brown. Running back, he has Mixon, Kamara, Walker. Quarterback, Mahomes, possibly Andrews. I think he's going to go running back, actually. I think because he's got two really good receivers, a good, top 20 running back. I think if he can get one more top 20 running back, because he doesn't have a pick at the end of 3, that's a long way to wait to 4 to get a running back. So yeah, I think he's going to go running back here and take Joe Mixon. Okay, 1 pick left. Dallas. Who do I have Dallas taking? Okay, Dallas has Bijan Robinson, Nico Collins, and Puka Nacua. On this mock draft, I have Jen having Etienne and DJ Moore as kept as a receiver in the 3rd round. So Dallas would have 2 picks really back to back. Looking at this, if I was Jen, I would definitely not keep DJ Moore. I thought the receivers would drive a little quicker, so I wanted to kind of see what that would leave her as an option. But I think keeping maybe Mostert instead is definitely the better move here. I just kind of want to see how it played out. So, so for Dallas, that leaves options of adding maybe a Cooper Kupp, Devonta Smith, possibly a Brandon Ayuk. We just don't know where he is going to end up. So I'm not going to give him to him. Maybe he likes Mark Andrews, but he might wait to the next round to look at a tight end. Or does he go Mahomes? 4th round might seem a little early for Dallas to me for him to take a quarterback. So maybe he'll wait to the next round. Maybe take him or Lamar. So I think he's going to go receiver. You think he's going to take the youth over Cooper Kupp and go with Devonta Smith and go from there. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. A little bit quicker video than last time. As you see, I'll have the rosters on the screen there so you can go through them and see who I picked for everybody. I like my roster this way better. Just with the extra keep of Justin Jefferson in there, kind of pushed a couple guys back and just opened it up. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I definitely don't think Jen's going to keep DJ Moore. I think Mostert's her best way. I also think for Ty's strategy, going Garrett Wilson over Justin Jefferson's a better route. I think the receivers at at the end of the 1st round there are still pretty decent, so it could give him somebody a little better, and then maybe push one of the guys who were drafted ahead of him down anyway. So maybe he ends up with Devonta Adams or a Derrick Henry, and maybe he likes that better with going Garrett Wilson and Sam Laporta. But we'll see. I might switch it up and do one more kind of the last week before the draft with kind of those changes that I just mentioned, and see how it plays out as we get closer to. Games are starting for real, preseason games this week, so hopefully no injuries and our guys stay healthy. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.